already know just where I be, dog. I ain't being cocky, but Philly what I'm reppin'. Watch me check it like it's hockey. I ain't tryna get it twisted. If you get it, then you got me. If you with it, cool. If not, I'll treat you like a Tamagotchi. I'ma let you down point. Yeah, I never disappoint.
What's going on, guys? JHoyt back with you today. Today's video is going to be another top 5. Now, previously we made another top 5. I haven't, really been in the top 5 scene, but either way, let's get right into it. We're going over my top 5 players I absolutely hate. So at number 1, we're kind of starting off with a couple honorable mentions here, and when I made this list, it was a while ago, and when I was thinking of players, and I guess at number 5, with kind of 2 honorable mention, is the Philly Trio. Now, if you don't know who that is, obviously you don't, because I made it up, but the Philly Trio includes the Philadelphia Flyers defenseman Radko Gudas, another defenseman for Philadelphia, Brandon Manning, and former Philadelphia, now I believe he's with Arizona, Zach Ronaldo. Now, if you guys don't know why I hate these guys, Gudas is a very, very dirty player. He steps up a lot. He fights. I understand fighting. I understand hitting. But just the way he plays is a little bit too on the edge for me, and I just don't really like him at all. Manning, I've watched this guy in the AHL. He was an absolute scumbag there. He got up to Philadelphia, and he's been, I guess, pretty much the same scumbag he was in the AHL. And, obviously, kind of purposely hurt Connor McDavid a while ago and kind of cost him half of his season. But just all around, again, a dirty player. Don't really like him at all. And the last one needs no introduction, but Zach Ronaldo, probably the dirtiest player in the game right now. How this guy still has a job, I will never know. But this guy is just by far, I'm really surprised I didn't put him higher on my list. But this guy is just an all-around scumbag. He plays way too dirty. And I don't know how this guy still has a job. So even though those 3 guys were at the top, the 5 list. Now these are kind of in order. But hopping into number 4, it is Brendan Gallagher from Montreal. For whatever reason, whenever I watch this guy play, I absolutely hate him. Now, yes, I won't really consider myself an Ottawa fan. But, being around that team more often than, other teams, kind of had that rivalry stuck in my brain. But just something about Brendan Gallagher, I just don't like him. Like, there's players that I'm like, okay, I don't really care for this guy at all, but I don't really hate him. Something about him I just absolutely hate. At number 3 on our list is Nazem Kadri from Toronto. Now, this guy is the biggest baby in the NHL. Now, people, always complain about Sidney Crosby, embellishing calls to try to, get penalties and, whatever. But Nazem Kadri is just the biggest baby in the world. He gets poked or poke-checked or stick-lift, and he dives halfway across the, rink. It's just, this guy needs to take some acting classes or, go, like, major in drama or something. Because this guy is just all around terrible. There's nothing good I like about him. And it's sad because he actually has some skill. And, he just doesn't use it to his full potential, which is going to be why they'll probably get rid of him soon. At number 2 on our list is another player that has skill, but for some reason I just cannot stand this guy. And it is former Montreal defenseman and current Nashville defenseman, PK Subban. Now, obviously, this goes back to his Montreal days, where in the playoffs, he brutally slashed Mark Stone's wrist, and I believe he ended up fracturing or breaking it or doing some kind of damage to him in that game. And, it was a big kind of call in that game, but either way, just something about PK Subban, I just don't like him. He could be the best guy in the world. He could donate to all of his charities, but for some reason, I just don't like this guy at all. Now, this last one, I've been waiting for this one for a while, but it is the left wing from the Boston Bruins, Brad Marchand. Now, like the last couple in Subban and Kadri, Marchand has all the skill in the world to be an absolute dominant superstar in this league. But the bad thing is, he plays super dirty while he puts up all these points. So if he would have focused more on his skill and his, whatever else non-dirty side, he could again be one of the best players in the world. But instead, you know, he gets into a battle in front of the net. He doesn't like the way he pushed you, or he gets pushed, and then he like chops you in the groin, or slashes you, or does something completely dirty, or what's the word? I don't even know what the word is, but when he slew foot, there we go, when he slew foots you. Like, what the heck? He has all the skill in the world but doesn't use it. So, top 5 most hated players right there, guys. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. And as always, guys, we'll see you next time.
I want you forever, even when we're not together. Scars on my body so I can